Ruben Oseguera Cervantes was born on July 17, 1966 in the western state of Michoacan's small agricultural city of Aguililla. Some believe that he afterward took the name Nemesio to commemorate his godfather. It was shortened to El Mencho, and its meaning is unknown. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at El Mencho's lifestyle being a complete madness. Yeah, you heard it right. He's a powerful drug lord with 5,000 followers on every continent, excluding Antarctica. His violent cartel, Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion, or CJNG, is accused of kidnappings, torture, killings, and cannibalism, and the proliferation of fentanyl, which has eclipsed heroin as the deadliest illegal substance in the United States. In this poster, the United States offers a rare $10 million reward for information leading to the capture of El Mencho, a vicious cartel kingpin and billionaire. Frequent attacks on police are attributed to the CJNG cartel, including the ambush and massacre of 13 officers in the Michoacan on October 14, and now that his chief competitor, Sinaloa cartel boss Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, has officially been sentenced to life in federal prison in the United States this summer, more attention is focused on El Mencho. On October 14, 2019, 13 police officers were killed in an ambush in the Mexican state of Michoacan's Aguililla neighborhood. In the following commotion, cartel members reportedly destroyed at least 2 patrol cars and posted placards with threatening messages. CJNG is dispersed throughout America, beyond major cities. They're putting down roots by purchasing and renting a property in mid-sized towns such as Kansas City and Lexington, Kentucky, and even in rural, unincorporated villages with less than 7,000 people, such as Axton, Virginia. They flood areas with harmful medicines such as fentanyl. El Mencho and CJNG's drug trafficking and brutality stretch well beyond the US-Mexico border. In at least 35 states and Puerto Rico, their presence has been documented. El Mencho's parents were farm laborers who made a living in Aguililla, Michoacan, also known as the avocado capital of the world. After the 6th grade, he quit school to pick avocados. Yes, according to court and prison records, he illegally entered the United States at least 3 times and was repeatedly deported. El Mencho, his brother, and his other friends and family lived in the San Francisco Bay Area when he was 19 years old, so he utilized it as a home base while he attempted to establish a drug trafficking enterprise. In 1986, San Francisco police arrested him for attempting to sell a small amount of crystal meth. He was deported to Mexico. Within months, he returned to the US, landed in a San Francisco jail, and was deported for a second time. When he returned to the US for the 3rd time, he ran into even more difficulties. In 1992, El Mencho and his older brother, Abraham Oseguera Cervantes, supplied heroin to 2 undercover officers in San Francisco's Imperial Bar for $9,500. El Mencho served more than 4 years in a federal prison before being deported for a second time. El Mencho traveled to Tijuana, a renowned border city frequented by American visitors and rival Mexican gangs. In San Diego, he expanded his drug smuggling company. Quickly, he developed a name for himself at the primary US entrance point, which serves as a favored drug smuggling hub for cartels seeking to export their goods across the border. Members of the Tijuana-based Arellano Felix organization determined that El Mencho was becoming too powerful. Agents of the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration in Mexico reported that the cartel easily could have killed him, but instead ordered him to leave as part of a gentleman's agreement. El Mencho joined the police department in Tamaltan, a tiny city south of Puerto Vallarta in the western state of Jalisco. Despite his criminal record, El Mencho eventually returned to his home state of Michoacan, where he joined the Milenio Cartel, a well-established criminal group operating since at least the early 1990s. El Mencho had forged a strategic connection by marrying Rosalinda Gonzalez Valencia. Her siblings established the Los Quines section of the Milenio Cartel. They made connections with Colombian cocaine producers in order to transport supplies through Mexico en route to the United States. According to claims from the U.S. Justice Department, they amassed wealth that aided in financing El Mencho's growth. El Mencho, a competent sicario or assassin, was selected by Milenio to oversee one of his Guadalajara cells as a cartel lieutenant. While managing his own band of assassins, he instilled loyalty as a leader. El Mencho and his gang targeted Los Zetas cartel members. They were known as Los Matazetas or Zeta Killers, and vowed to protect locals from a vicious cartel composed of former special operations personnel. Locals were unaware that El Mencho would eventually become even more violent. As early as 2010, U.S. drug officers stationed on the front lines in Mexico were able to identify El Mencho as a growing threat in both Mexico and the United States. Also affected were their Mexican police equivalents. After a series of attacks by other cartels, the Milenio Cartel relocated its headquarters to Mexico's second largest city, Guadalajara. The city, often known as the Mexican Silicon Valley, is renowned for its colonial plazas of ivory buildings and terracotta roofs, as well as for being a cradle of powerful cartels. El Mencho, who had relocated to Guadalajara, had risen through the ranks of Milenio and anticipated reaching the top post. El Mencho was not promoted when several cartel bosses were imprisoned or executed in 2008 and 2009. Neither were his in-laws, the leaders of Los Quines. Along with the Marazitas and others who disapproved of Milenio's new leadership, they plotted revenge in 2009 and 2010. El Mencho led the violent coup during a key phase in cartel history known as the Resistance, with the financial support of his brother-in-laws from Los Quines. They divided Milenio into two factions, those who supported El Mencho and those who opposed him. El Mencho emerged victorious in early 2011, and his new cartel, Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion, was created. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.